Hey, what's up YouTube? I went ahead and tore apart my LED panel. I bought my LEDs from ledwholesale.com. Don't buy from them in my opinion, alright. I just wanted to go through things here. LED panels cost about $5 or less to make, and I'll tell you why. They're made with a flow solder. Okay, if you look here, all of these parts here that are soldered, they go through, it's like a little tiny riverbed of solder. Solder's like a metal, but when it's warm, it's like a, you know, you put electronic parts through it. I used to work in an assembly company, and that's how we made it. They have people that sit there and assemble the LED panels, the little LEDs on top, and then they get soldered in right here. They get soldered in here. I used to inspect boards for a living, not much of a living, but anyways, I'm just saying it was a good job, a good sit-down job for me. But this is what a flow solder machine does. Is I would inspect after the flow solder machine, then you have somebody that inspects boards for about 10 minutes each, and my job was to make sure that they weren't cutting out. If you ever see a couple panels out, there's something wrong within these hundreds of little things, but basically it takes like maybe an hour, no, not even an hour, maybe 20 minutes to make a board each, probably even less than that, because all these are soldered on with the machine, and it's done, it runs through the machine for maybe a half a minute. So LED panels cost about $5 or less to make. They're made with a flow solder machine, which I just explained, and assembled in by hand. It's a very simplistic idea, and there's nothing really to make an LED panel. So the profit's like over 1,000%, and the guy told me to take it apart. See, once you take it apart, you break your warranty though. But there is something wrong here. One of these panels is you can see like right there, there's a burn spot right there. I don't know if you can see that, but somewhere on this board, I mean, it just shows you how simplistic this fucking thing is. There's nothing on the back. It's just one little circuit board right there. This is your plug right here. So, and this goes for all LED panels. You have your salespeople, but fuck, anybody can become a salesperson if you want to. I don't want to deal with this bullshit with people bringing them back and shit, because a lot of them, they break so fucking easy. It's, you know what I mean? But there's nothing in there. There's no fans in here. Do you know why there's no fans in here? Because even though it's 15 watts, they built it, pretty much they built it correct, because I'll tell you why. The ones that have fans, they get so hot, they put heat sinks, and heat sinks are like intercoolers for cars. They dissipate the heat. Now they put the heat sinks on there to dissipate the heat, and then what cools the heat sinks down? Yeah, that's right, fans. And some LED panels have up to 8 fans in them, and that's just not right. You want a light that doesn't have any fan in it. No fan, no fan, no fans. You know, high pressure sodiums I run no fans. You know, because they're built correctly. Now this has 2 strips that are out. Now the problem with me is I got to sit there. See, they want $50 to ship this thing back. Well, you can get a new one for $37, so why would I ship it back for $50? They know you're not going to ship it back to China, so it's a rip-off. So, and in return, I just tore the machine apart. Some dude told me that. He's like, oh, it's probably an easy fix. And I'm sitting here looking. I've got to sit here and try to find the fucking problem here. It might be an easy fix if I can find the fucking problem. So, I'm going to sit here and look through here and try to find out where the problem is, but I don't want to end up breaking it either though. So the solder seems alright here. Yeah, I used to put all this stuff together too. I'm supposed to be wearing an electromagnetic like strap on my hand, so because anytime you touch electronic circuit boards, microscopically you break them down. Your electricity in your body is called electrostatic discharge, ESD. Or whatever. Trick Gnome knows about that too, so he must have some electronic experience. So I was what you call electronic assistant, not electronic assistant, a technician's assistant. So I did a lot of technician work, electrical work, soldering, assembly, bullshit like that. It was a fucking boring ass job, but fuck it, at least it paid good. You know, at the time it was paying $6.75 an hour, but fuck it. When you have to have a sit-down job, you take what you can get, or you don't get nothing. But I realized I could make more money on disability, so fuck it. Here I am. Yeah, I don't know where it's at, but it's broken. But anyways, LED panels are very, very, very basic. This here runs all the lights. There's nothing to it, guys. You know, it's not worth the money. This is not worth $55, you know. It's just a bunch of light brights. Literally, that's pretty much all it is. I mean, I'm kind of joking about that, but then again, I'm kind of not. So I'm going to sit here and try to find the problem, but I just wanted to show you how basic fucking LED panel is from the inside. What they do is they just put the panel in there, just like a Christmas light, and then they solder them on a flow soldering table. If anybody here works in electronics, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just a table of solder, flow solder, and it just goes across it at the perfect level. You don't want too much flow, you don't want it too low. It's got to be perfect, but it just goes across, and they can sit there and make about $500,000 a day or more on these LED panels. Because you figure $55 a whack. You know, they sell them to the wholesaler at $30 or $35, so they make $35 a whack, and the guy makes $20 after eBay costs. He's making $10 per panel, and at the time they were real popular, about 4 years ago, or 3, 4, 5 years ago. So anywho, just showing you a little LED trick gnome technician work here. I'm just being a technician here, trying to figure out what the fuck's wrong with my panel, why there's 2 strips out. Alright guys, peace out. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye.